Mr. Randy Blaukat. It's time to come out of the closet, bud, and just tell your audience that you're a crazy left-wing lunatic. We can all tell. Now, not that there's a problem with that. I mean, you live in America, you're allowed to have stupid opinions. You guys want, men and women's sports and higher taxes and censorship. That's right. Censorship is something you guys are real big on. And I've noticed that you like to censor your channel and delete comments that you disagree with. Now, yesterday you made a video, and in typical Democratic fashion, you like to fearmonger your viewers, your constituents, by some clickbaity title saying full-blown crisis. And what was this full-blown crisis? It was money corrupts and money in politics is bad. Like it was some crazy revelation you just had and discovered that money corrupts and money in politics is bad. Now, I don't disagree with that. You're absolutely right. Money does corrupt and money in politics is bad. I 100% agree with you there. What I don't agree with is censorship and fear-mongering. So on top of fear-mongering in your titles, you also like to, in the beginning, and this is kind of where I started to catch on to this, was in the beginning of your videos, you like to tell everyone they need to hurry up and get to Tackle Warehouse and use your promo code because my tariffs are going to make the cost of cheap Chinese crap go up. I hear you talk about tariffs all the time. Now, back to the censorship. You made this video talking about the full-blown crisis that we're in. Hold on, you got those for the dog. Talk about this full-blown crisis that we're in, like nobody knew that money in politics was bad or money corrupts. I responded with the other day's video you made about the U.S. government, which, typical left-wing fashion, you guys like the government to be involved in everything. The U.S. government needs to get involved in tournament fishing and start regulate tournament fishing. And I obviously pointed out that if money corrupts politicians, wouldn't money just corrupt the politicians that are in charge of regulating tournament bass fishing? And you deleted that comment. And when I asked you why you deleted that comment, your justification was you don't allow misinformation, which I don't understand how that falls under misinformation. You don't allow conspiracy theories, which I don't know how that falls under conspiracy theory, or smartassness, which not even sure that that's a word, but I definitely wasn't being a smartass. It was a genuine question about something you said. Now, I don't understand why you think that big electronics companies wouldn't pay off politicians to get their organizations, their tournament passed or their regulations lifted, just like big electronics uses or pays off the tournament organizers now of these bass fishing tournaments, right? So it's a genuine question. Wouldn't money just corrupt these tournament organizations, these tournament, whoever the government and part of the government's in charge of regulating these tournaments? It's a genuine question. Now, since you like to censor, I've kind of been forced to make my own videos. It's not really something I care to talk about all the time. A lot of the comments I've been getting is Randy Blockat's living rent-free in your head. Is this really how I want to live my life? And, you're triggered. And, yeah, this is how I want to live my life. I call out bullshit when I see it. And if Randy's going to keep saying some stupid shit, I'm going to call it out. Bottom line. And am I triggered? Sure. I'm absolutely triggered. It triggers me when people censor me. It triggers me when people talk out of both sides of their mouths. I can't stand liars. I can't stand cheats. Can't stand thieves. And Randy talks out of both sides of his mouth. He's a total hypocrite. And I'm gonna push back every time I see it. And I mean, I guess obviously I gotta stay out of the comment section now because he's just gonna keep deleting it. I might be blocked at this point, who knows? But I'll just make my own videos. I'll keep calling them out here on this channel. Every time I see something, you know, just like Randy, you say all the time that your viewers will send you, video clips or news articles and stuff, gives you stuff to talk about. I got people sending me stuff too. So you're not going to be able to stop it. This is kind of, you created this monster. This is not what I wanted to do. We could have easily had a conversation in your comment section. You could have told me that I was wrong. You could have, whatever. You didn't need to delete my comments. And, I'm not the only one apparently, because when I said, why did you delete my comments? Plenty of people, responded with, he does that. He did it to me. And my comment section on my other video calling you a hypocrite, tons of people in there had mentioned that you deleted their comments and stuff. So it's kind of your MO is to not listen to criticism. Bottom line. So I guess, honestly, I could start a react channel and just reacting to your videos and probably make a whole entire channel just reacting off your videos, because so many people are sick of hearing this bullshit. Bottom line. A bunch of people in my comments were like, finally, somebody said it. Finally, somebody, is speaking up about this stuff, because apparently it's been going on for a while, I guess. So yeah, I guess until the next video, see y'all later.